Good morning, everybody. This is your professor, June Tooley, starting week 5 of quarantine, and as you can see, things are not going well. Oh, what's this? This is not my Donald Trump makeup. This is a face mask meant to make me look perky. And when it comes off, I guarantee you there'll be no wrinkles in this skin. You don't even want to know what I have on. It's not pretty. Laundry doesn't happen often here. Anyway, this is what's going on for week 12. No quiz this week. Quiz 7 will be next week. Last call for research 6, 7, and 8 is this Friday, although I'll be lenient with deadlines. I've opened up all the past InfoLit assignments because some of you will want to make up 2 of them at most if you did them wrong or didn't hand them in. Normally I give you just the last week, but because of online submission, I wanted to make sure you had plenty of time. And extra credit, just use your common sense. You can get up to 5 points on your grade. Mostly what should work is just submitting the link. So look at those. If you run into a problem, don't know how to do it, get in touch with me and we'll figure it out. So for history 238, the history of the Holocaust, I want you to go over the slide presentation for 1944, the year before the end of World War II and the year before the end of the Holocaust. I found a free streaming service for The Gray Zone, a fabulous movie, really gritty, brings the essence of what life was like at Auschwitz-Birkenau better than anything I've seen. Good cast. And it's based, it's streaming, I have a free link there. It's based on the memoirs of Dr. Miklos Nijli, who was a Hungarian Jewish doctor taken to Auschwitz with other Hungarian Jews in 1944 and wound up, because he was such a good pathologist, working for Dr. Josef Mengele, the angel of death. It was very challenging for him. There's a slide presentation I put together about him after reading his book. And there's a slide presentation about the movie The Gray Zone. This, in a way, is the highlight of the course. This is hell. This is what everything we looked at up to now led to. Hell in the factories of death at Auschwitz. And also, please read an article. It was in the Times, an obituary for Dario Gabai, who was one of the rare survivors of the Sonderkommando units at Auschwitz-Birkenau. These were the Jewish men who were persuaded into being the ones who actually led people into the gas chambers and carried away their bodies for burning and dumped their ashes later. Okay, for History 122, World History, I'd like you to look at the slide presentation on Europe in the 1800s, the slide presentation on Marx, Darwin, and social Darwinism, which is survival of the fittest as applied to human beings. My grandfather was like that. He said, well, I'm rich because I'm superior to everybody else. I don't take after that side of the family. Also look at a brief slide presentation on Fight for Freedoms, about women's rights and where they are in the world and how recently they've become important. It should have happened a lot longer. I'd like you to look at the slide presentation on World War I, the slide presentation on the Russian Revolution, and I have a link to The Great War. Episode 4 is Slaughter. This is my favorite documentary on World War I. You can watch about the first 20 minutes of it, or you can watch the whole thing if you like. It's really, really well done. And now we're into the 20th century. So I hope you're holding out well. It's getting long for me. I hope that the quarantine lasts as long as it needs to. I check the figures every night. Every day there's been an increase in cases in Berkshire County. And until there's no increase for a number of days, I don't plan to go anywhere except the grocery store. So be in touch if you have questions about anything. This is week 12. 13, we have 3 more weeks and then we're done. So hang in there. I've heard from most of you. And I said I was going to up my game for the YouTube presentations. I don't have the energy. I was going to say, oh, you'll only know the quiz questions, the topics if you watch. But you're going to watch or you're not going to watch. About half of you are watching now. And you're getting more out of the course because of that. So thank you so much for that. Anyway is coming up in 5 minutes. I'll say ciao, stay home, stay well, and I'll talk to you in a few days. Bye-bye.